If you're thinking about buying a home in 2024, here are 6 reasons why you may want to consider buying a condo. Hey, Jose here from eXp Realty, your favorite SoCal realtor. Do not hesitate to reach out. We are always here to serve all your real estate needs. Oh, and real quick, before we do get started, I do want to encourage you to stay to the end because I do have a free gift that I would like to leave with you. Okay, so why should you consider buying a condo in 2024? Well, first of all, they cost less. In fact, according to the National Association of Realtors, on average, a condo is going to cost you about 15% less than a single family home. Of course, that will vary based on things like the size, the location, amenities, things like that. But as of the recording of this video, the average purchase price for a single family home here locally, here in the Inland Empire, you're looking at about $600,000, but 15% less, that is $90,000 less for the purchase price to purchase a condo. And listen, that is huge for anyone that's trying to break into home ownership. In other words, a first-time buyer. Hey, living here in California, it isn't cheap. And the home prices like they are, look, if you can buy a condo, keep it, live in it for the next couple of years, and then if you decide at that point, we're ready to upgrade, we want something bigger, nicer, whatever, right? We're ready to upgrade. Now, what if you can use that condo as your springboard to help get you there, to help get you that upgraded home that you're looking for? And the financial savings, it doesn't just stop with the sales price. No, in addition to that lower price tag, oftentimes condos are going to have lower property taxes. In fact, oftentimes they're going to have lower monthly utility bills. Yeah, with most condos generally having smaller square footage to heat, to cool. I mean, that's going to have a pretty big difference on your utility bills each and every month. What about the water bill? I mean, you're not trying to water the front yard. We got to keep it from dying. We got to keep it green, which means less water usage, which means a lower water bill too. Just how much could, all that add up to? It's hard to say. I mean, because let's be real. I mean, each situation, it's going to be just a little bit different from the other. But I will say this, you better believe it will add up. Here's another reason to consider a condo. In fact, actually, I kind of hinted at this just a moment ago, and that is most condos come with amenities. From swimming pools to basketball courts to fitness rooms to common areas. I mean, there are an endless number of possibilities of what a condo could come with. Of course, let's be honest, not every condo is going to come with everything, but most condos, they do come with something. Here's what I will say. Imagine this. Imagine it's 100 degrees outside.
Oh my God, I'm melting.
But you have the association swimming pool right there. It's beautiful, crystal clear, blue water, ready for you. Listen, suit up, dive in, cool off. And best of all, you don't have to maintain the pool. You're not the one that made sure that the pool had crystal clear blue water ready for you. In fact, that one actually kind of goes along with my next point, and that is the maintenance for a condo is way easier than it is for a house. Now, don't get me wrong though, I'm not saying that there's no maintenance for a condo. Yeah, I mean, if for example your dishwasher goes out, that one is on you. But who maintains the pool? The association does. Or what about the fitness room or any of the other amenities that maybe your condo has? The association maintains those too, not you. Or what about the yard? Okay, that was a trick question because probably like 99% of the time, outside of maybe just the little planter area or something like that around your patio that most do tend to have, kind of a little fenced in patio. Outside of that, most usually don't have a yard. But all the plants or grass area or anything like that, all of that that's in the common areas, all the areas that you get to enjoy, you don't have to maintain it. You don't have to mow it or trim it or fertilize it. You don't have to do any of that. All of that is handled by the association. Here's kind of an interesting reason actually to consider a condo. And this is not necessarily every time, but generally speaking, condo complexes, they tend to be situated a little bit closer to prime locations.
So close.
So close.
I'm not saying that you're going to be sitting right in the middle of a parking lot of a shopping center. No, nothing like that. But what I am saying though is that generally speaking, you may not be all that far away though. In fact, in some cases, maybe even walking distance if you wanted to. Here's another one. Condos can oftentimes have a really nice investment potential. Okay, first let me just say, I mean, there's not too many types of real estate here in Southern California that does not experience a nice increase in their value. And yes, before you say it, I agree. I mean, there are some areas that might be a little better than others. I'm just saying, in general, all in all, for Southern California, you're likely to experience pretty good growth on your property value. And while the growth in the value of your property is obviously good, but what if you can get more than just that?
I like where this is going.
Just think about some of the other reasons I just talked about for purchasing a condo.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Condos can actually be a pretty good draw, a pretty good magnet for pulling in a good tenant. Because think about it, what tenant wouldn't like to enjoy all those amenities we were just talking about? Remember the pool on the hot summer day? I mean, think about it. Who's going to hate having that available to them? But like I said, that's the association's pool. It's not yours. You're not the one that's got to clean it and maintain it and take care of it, make sure all the chemicals are balanced. And that's not on you. That's on the association to take care of that. Or what about the yard, right? You have a single family residence, a house, that's your rental. You have it all taken care of. You have a nice green yard, maybe some plants or whatever around the house. It looks nice. That's what the tenants got excited about. They move in. A year later, they move out. And now the grass is kind of dead. There's a bunch of bare spots. Some of the plants have been beat up. Maybe they're dead too. Weeds. Now you got to go in there, whether it's you or someone you hire, but now you got to go in there and clean it all back up again. But not with a condo, right? The grass, the plants, the swimming pool, all of it is maintained by the association. Or the proximity of the condo. I mean, what tenant wouldn't appreciate the opportunity to be a little bit closer to the things in town? Or let's not forget the utility bills. Again, what tenant wouldn't enjoy that and enjoy a reduced monthly utility bill? If a lower cost for electricity, the gas, if all that's good for you, wouldn't it be good for them too? I guess my point is just simply this. There definitely are some benefits that are available to a potential tenant to rent a condo, or a condo in this case, from you. And while you're doing this, while you're collecting their rent, every month they're paying you rent, maybe even making a little bit of money, you're making some profit on that rent after your expenses, so you're making income on that. But while all that's happening, you're also enjoying, like we talked about, the increase in the value of your investment, your condo. Do me a favor, if you own a condo as a rental property, tell us about it in the comments below. Now, I 100% would be doing you a disservice if I didn't bring up this though. All that talk about, don't worry about it, the association takes care of this, the association takes care of that. Listen, there is a cost for all that association takes care of everything.
Wait. What?
It's the HOA dues. Every month you're going to have an HOA due, and here within the Southern California Inland Empire, maybe more specifically, the average HOA cost. Now, it can vary a little bit. Some areas might be a little bit more, maybe even a little bit less, but here locally, you're looking at probably an average of anywhere from $300 to $400 a month for that HOA due. Now, whether or not you decide to bump up the rent, $300 or $400, whatever it is, enough for the tenant to cover that HOA due, I'm not going to say that that's whether it's good or bad. I'll just say, I'll leave that one up to you. Hey, I'm glad you're still here because as I mentioned earlier, I do have a free gift for you, and that's my free home buyer's guide. Whether you're looking to buy a home, whether you're looking to buy a condo, this guide is designed to help get you prepared, to develop your roadmap to be able to go from a starting point all the way up to the finish line, which is receiving the keys to your new home. Go ahead and click on the link down below to receive your free guide. Of course, if you do have any questions, or maybe you are thinking about buying or even selling a home in or anywhere near the Inland Empire, my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, we'll catch you on the next one.